Omaha, and Uruguay, and Guam, and Alaska. Places we never heard from before. Why? Why?
Because of your story, how you and George and Sandy seen that we need to go further and further.
I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Mark Sprague. The world isn't getting any smaller. Those of us are getting smarter. Our goal is to help people all over this earth. First, secure equity. And those of you who have not lived abroad, and I have lived a good part of my life abroad, don't understand how dollars go farther in certain cultures.
Oh, yeah.
A dollar in the right hands in Togo or Cameroon, and even Belarus, Ukraine, is worth far more than in New York State. Why? Because people can make do with less. And so we have in our hands the uplifting of the world. And by God, I'm proud of you all. And I'm proud of you for letting me beat down you, so we can go further, farther. What do you think about that? Do you see any resurgence of our friend, the pushy little creature?
We're alive, Dr.
We are here. Oh, yes. Well, let me say something. This is Dr. Jeffrey Lant, who's been smashing the Paris auctions this morning. Oh, I was crushed. Just crushed. But it was a beautiful auction. And I'm going to share a little bit of the auction, bring that into Worldprofit and anything that goes. Today's auction was of the Duc de Mortemont, one of the major French noble titles. These came to the forefront in French history in the Third Crusade, around at the same time as my ancestor, Sir Geoffrey de Lally, went on crusade. They had absolutely lovely things, and everybody in France knew it, and their place was crawling with aristocrats, trying to get back a little bit of a desk here, a little bit of a plate there. It was beautiful and crushing to the way. I was crushed. Didn't get anything. That's very unusual. We usually get something. My strategy was swept away, and all the aristocrats of France were there today. It was a big deal. Anyway, my name is Dr. Jeffrey Lant. I'm speaking to you from Cambridge, Massachusetts, the capital city of the Internet. I'm here with William Buck, who's persistent thinking that Louisville beats Cambridge. We know, just humor when he says that. William, do you have any thoughts for the clientele today?
Yes, my name is William Buck, and I bring you greetings from Louisville, Kentucky, the home of the great Muhammad Ali. What we're trying to let you know is, yes, we can make you champions here at Worldprofit. If you are trying to get on the internet, don't know what you're doing, we'll show you step by step. And I guarantee you will make money here at Worldprofit.
One of the things we're going to do today with Mark Sprague, assuming that he is, he's gone on to the, where is he now? Open line. I don't see it.
No.
What's the point of telling you the story?
Yes, he got one. He got one.
Okay, so here's the deal. Mark Sprague, I'm going to stand forth right here and come to the center of the class. We're going to use you for what is called Harvard, my alma mater, a teaching moment. And I know how much you love the teaching moments. We'll put you on the stage and make you look like a Flemmy Morin. That's the point of the whole exercise. At Harvard, we play for keeps. I wanted to introduce the world to Mark Sprague. He's going to do well with that, in fact, very well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask him a few questions as to why, after telling me he wouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't, join us, why he is sitting in the front row as our newest member. First of all, Mark, on behalf of the trustees, the founders, the monitors, the members, and the looky-looks all over the world who want to be us but are afraid, I want to welcome you to the goingest place in the world. You will have fun. You will make friends. You will change the world. It will all be done with style, verve, humor, and class. That's who we are. We've been doing this for 23 years. And I look younger. Every year I look younger and younger. And no, it's not because I grew Formula 9. Typically, we use that as a salad dressing one night, and that was the end of that package. Now, Mark, tell the people in as few words as you can, why did you join us today? After being flirting around the issue that you might not. Why did you join us today? I want everybody in this room to learn from you, learn from what happened, and again, I might say a little bit, learn from me too. Now, Mark has never been in a meeting like this before. He's probably going, what did I get myself into? You got yourself into cash, Mark.
Right.
Tell us why joined us today. What point did you? If you don't, now I presume you're talking of yourselves in the third person, yes? If you, Mark, in the third person. Correct. I want everybody to read what he says. What he says is, if you don't know things, you need a mentor.
There you go.
I had the best mentor, first of all, for my whole life. I had the best mentors. It didn't just happen. It happened throughout all those years of education, throughout those university degrees. But my prime mentor of my adult life was George Kosh. Take a bow. I'm 20 years older than he is. Cute as a bug in a rug, of course, that we should throw the night again. But I knew I didn't know what he knew, and I needed to know what he knew. And so I swallowed my Harvard pride, because you can always tell a Harvard man, you just can't tell him very much. And I've been listening, following, paying attention to George Kosh for over 23 years now. And George, God willing, the crypto rise, there'll be another many more besides that. Listen, we all need a person that we can confide in, who understands what our objectives are, and who is working for our interests. I'm not talking about saints. I'm talking about humans. All humans are flawed, but some are more flawed than others. George Koch gives it to himself every day, and we all know it. Isn't that not so much? What would you like to say about George?
One thing I love about George is sharing his knowledge. I mean, a lot of people, they charge you millions and millions of dollars just to get a tip of what George gives us on a day-to-day basis. Each and every Friday, he gives us instructions. 45 minutes to 2 hours long, he gives us instructions on everything. To where if you have any problem whatsoever, George is there to help solve it. And I'm trying to let you know, in less than 24 hours, a lot of things that I have sent to George has been answered and was corrected to where I was able to keep my business up and running. I didn't lose not one time where I could lose any money because George is right on the job.
The only time I regret George sharing his favors so liberally is like days like this when I'm crushed in the auction market and I need a great deal of money. And George is responsible for taking it out of my pocket and giving it to all you people. The reason the fees are low, now I'll take 2% of the credit and I'll give him my name, is because he wanted them that low. I said, don't you realize what your technology is worth? He said, of course I realize it, but I just choose to do it this way. My friend, every single day of you are with us, he gives you a gift, and it comes right out of his own pocket. Well, that's not how too. It comes out of my pocket too. Perhaps a little less agreeably or happily. So just happy. They're his thing after all, he'd give them away. You talk about mentors. I know what a mentor is. I've been a mentor. I've had mentors. I've gone to laced with mentors. In money, you have as many mentors as there are monitors, as many mentors as there are who come in here and joyously give of their fruit and their knowledge. You'll never walk for a mentor here that you choose not to have one. And you know, to my amazement, Will, there are people in this company who say, I don't need a monitor. I'll do it all by myself. I'll do it all by me. What do you want to say to those people? They're crazy, for one thing.
One thing about it, look, we got a 24-hour clock. And that means you have 8 hours to rest, 8 hours to work, and 8 hours to do other things. Look, we got people here that are working 24 hours a day. And that's what I love about this business. I have made money by being at a store, being at a church, or anywhere else. But yet and still, I come back and I have made money. Because why? We have monitors closing those sales 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And I take my hat off to all my monitors because they work their butts off, including Dr. Lant.
We're taking secret pictures. I mean, we're sending them to the National Gallery in Washington, D.C. What I want to say about mentors is this, and I also want to talk right on William's point. So many of you are just discovering now that there are 24 hours in the day. I don't know where you live that don't have all those things, but the bulk of our people are putting their ads through between 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern time to, let's be liberal, 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. But they do nothing. People, you are in a unique position to promote. We didn't mean to promote in this little itsy bitsy land. We said promote over the whole of terra firma. I'm going to take a little survey now. Do you understand what I've just said? Does every person in this room understand when we say promote, we don't mean outer Louisville, we mean Somerville, Massachusetts, we don't mean Mojave, California, we mean the whole enchilada. Does everybody understand that? I know it's hard for you folks, some of you folks, to put your corpus mentis around this. I know that you can't conceptualize the world, much less the cosmos, but it's happening right here. We are a supranational organization. If you don't know what that means, it means we are accountable only to ourselves and our high standards. We help everyone. So long as they bring us a picky unit, if anyone ever says that the $9.95, $99.99 is exorbitant, get out. Go try to, you can't even purchase a dog bone for $99.95. Well, doesn't it strain credibility that these people are saying, oh, it's expensive. It's only as expensive as that. And it's your life. What kind of a value do you place in your life? Do you love what you got? Are you living beneath acceptable standards? Then $99.95 is nothing, is it? What do you think? Yeah, we got these critters who come in here and tell us, those shekels are too expensive.
I'm letting y'all know, with what they're doing for us, $995 would not even be enough. To where the $99.95 is just a drop in the bucket.
Raise those prices, William. Raise those prices.
We need to continue to appreciate them keeping that. For the last 15 years, the prices never went up. And what we're trying to let you know, $9.95 just drop in the bucket. Go to a Walmart, go to a McDonald's, anything like that. You got over $2 million you got to put out time or better just to get in the fit with.
Yes. This is the point of the matter. I want you people to think global. Global. Do you all understand what I'm talking about? Do you know there's a life beyond North Carolina, a little bit more outside of Nevada? I want you to get the big picture. We live in worldwide times. Think like a worldwide person. Now, in this room, how many of you feel that at least you're making a stab towards understanding that the world is your oyster? How many of you are beginning to believe that? I know that William is. William Buck is a most interesting fellow. He grew up in a small community. Now William Buck all over the world. His trademark, his business, his mission, his métier, his goal, his inspiration. That's the world. Who else? Only Brian? Only Mark? Only Patrice? Come on, Leslie. Come on, Jesse. Mr. Jeremiah Johnson. Come on. Paul McZeal, Mr. Basista, and Mr. Armstrong, and the people in the row who haven't joined us yet. You're going to join us because there's no alternative. Oh, you're going to be living in that itsy-bitsy little downtown Cincinnati. That's not living, people. That's barely surviving. We have our finger on, so many things. And I got to tell you a secret. George will forgive me because I'm an old person. I could be forgetful. George's yellow pad of ideas never ends.
No.
One day, if he ever showed you what that mind is working on now, you flip for joy, knowing that the probabilities are 100% to zero that he's going to give it to you. Now look it. You remember, I can play both ends against the middle here. I can play the capitalist pig. George, triple those prices. Or I could be a good Samaritan. It depends on the monitors. It depends on the members. I'm not seeing enough. Do you understand that your territory is the human world? Who understands that?
People.
Mark, do you understand that?
You have over 2.5 billion people on a per day's time looking at this business. And what we're trying to let you know is, look at the children. Everything they got is new electronic gadgets. These kids are getting, and what? We got our finger on the pulse, from games to adventures to anything that they are needing. They can go shopping. We got an Amazon store, our eBay store, everything.
Oh, that William was giving you about us, the old-time religion, no, must speak to you. Giving an old-time religion, Father, Pastor William Box. Here's the deal. I'm going to give you a couple of countries that you know nothing about. Belarus. Somebody came in here from Belarus and said, where is Belarus anyway? That's the reaction of most people to geography. Geography is the most important thing. Without geography, we wouldn't know where we were. When I talk to a representative from Belarus, I don't see a representative in Belarus. I see the beginning of an organization throughout Belarus. I see, because there's no competition to us there. I see the same thing in Thailand, and Togo, and Cameroon, and South Africa, and Uruguay, and Paraguay, and Chile. I see it in Mexico, and I see it in the islands off the coast of Norway, the little itsy-bitsy islands that will depend on us to raise their fees. William, if you don't have blood in your veins and you don't feel this,
right.
Does any of this not get it? Is there a single person in this room whose blood is not running boiling? I get up in the morning, a bit raggedy, it's true, but one looking in the ever-frescent. I get up and say, this is another day to make the world a better place, and I don't have to wonder how that's done. By working with William, we do it. We have teams on teams on teams, and we're going to have more. When somebody comes in from a country that we've never dealt with before, like Malawi, happened the other day, I say, how would you like to be the head of Malawian entrepreneurs? Didn't you thought of that before? It didn't exist before. It's my idea, our idea, George's idea, Mr. William Buck's idea. We do it. And we do it better than anyone else. What do you think? Doesn't it just excite you? I mean, I get the heebie-jeebies. I can't sleep. I keep coming in here and looking at my computer. My God, there's so much to do, so little time, so much to do.
And that's what we're trying to let y'all know.
What do you think?
We are trying to encourage you to at least have over 148 representations of all over the world of different nationalities. Get your stores open. Get those people motivated. And the only way you're going to get them motivated is you must learn how to promote. How many have sent out some Valentine's Day? Look at how many things he have gotten written about Valentine's. How many sent out 4 or 5 books to that? There's all kinds of ways to promote. Can I say something? I'm
so disappointed in most of our members. I spent 3 years of my limited amount of time on this planet writing on every kind of topic so you folks would have a way of talking to people in the world. And it pains me when I say, did you read one of them? No. Do you know where to find them? Nope. Have you ever promoted with them? Nope. Excuse me, do you expect me to respect that? I don't respect it. I don't want to hear it. I certainly do not certify or corroborate it. Now, Mr. Mark Sprague, we want to bring you back into the conversation because this is your birthday. This is your birthday, Sprague. Happy birthday to you. Let's forget your picture. Mr. Mark Sprague, what do you think now? You've been in for an hour or two so far. What do you think about where you've ended up? Is it not wonderful? Don't you feel electric? And you're lucky to be coming in now. The mistakes that you've made on the internet today are not so grievous. They're minimal. If you will follow George Kosh and the boot camp, you will start making money. And more than that, you develop an international network that will make you money everywhere. How many of these so-called MLM business opportunities are making money right now in Russia? Zeppo. How many of them are making money in Argentina? Not one. How many of them are making money in Hawaii? Goa. No other single person. We do. We do it every day. And we make it look easy. Don't we?
Yes.
What do you think we look at it? Incredibly suave and calm and debonair. Cary Grant has nothing on me. Here's the deal. First of all, we're beginning to run a little bit fine. I bought a lot of
shiny objects. I lost a lot of money.
Yes, you did. And you know what? That's water under the dam. You can't you can't make policy based on successful policy on unsuccessful policy. Mark, I want you to wake up in the morning and do what so many of our members even don't do. I want you to say, God, I am lucky to be here today, here, now. My family's going to be lucky. I'm lucky. My friends and associates are going to be lucky. You're going to be a sunny, prosperous mark. And you are going to come to me, and if you ever have a day, and you're going to have them, because that's the way the world works. The world is not perfect. The world is full of schlemiels and other disreputable characters. Listen to me. You call me and say, Dr. Lant, I'm having one of those days, and I'm going to say, turn your ample posterior to my pointed boot, and whoop, let me give you a little bit of encouragement there. What do you think about Mr. Williams? I don't allow myself the luxury of being disappointed about anything. You know, I was crushed in the auction today. I was pulverized, humiliated in Paris. But I got again. I could spend money another day, and another day of it. Well, William, you've been with us for a good long time. What have you been noticing about the chase since my words were tilted to the east? What has happened?
And I'm telling you, 4 years ago, I have joined this business. All I got was 10 associates. We give away anywhere from 100 to 150 to you right now just to help you get started. But with those 10 associates, it motivated me enough because Dr. Lant, he said, all right, you say you want to lay around, you don't want to do nothing? I ain't going to let you be a monitor. And it crushed to me because I said, huh? I gave you the opportunity, you didn't take it, keep on stepping. And he let me sit there on the side. But what I'm trying to let y'all know is this is the best company around. Because why? Dr. Lant don't take no answer. And what we're trying to tell you is stop taking no. Stop taking and say, I can't do it. I'm going to have back surgery. A lot of things are happening to Dr. Lant. But you don't see us sitting around saying, having pity parties and saying, I can't do it. I just don't feel well today. Get up and be about something. Do something with your life. If you want something about somebody to help you, learn how to give out a helping hand and say, hey, I'm willing to do my part. Can you do your part? And that's what this company does. It does its part and helps everybody.
Now, I want to tell you something. I'm finishing my autobiography. This will be it. Might as well tell you. 5 years ago, I was told I was going to be paralyzed for life and that I'd never walk again. You can imagine that was not a cheerful moment. It was a moment of deep reflection. God came into the picture. Parents came into the picture. My own self-esteem came into the picture. And I said, after he diagnosed me, I said, I'll be damned if that's the way I end on this planet. He said, you want to see a specialist? I say, I want to see 3 specialists right now. Now, I'm not as agile as I can't do the Charleston as well as I used to. Although even that is not beyond the realm of possibility. It doesn't matter what happens to you. What matters is what happens to you.
Right.
And so it was great pleasure that I'm able to tell you, those of you who say, I can't do this, I can't do that, what did you do? A so-called reputable specialist said, you'll be paralyzed. You will never walk again. Well, damn their hide. I didn't accept that diagnosis and I never would. How many of you have given in on small things? I was talking to a young man the other day who was very self-conscious about his looks. His looks were fine. I looked at screwed out and said, you look like a person of the male gender to me. I said, but I don't look as good. Well, you know what? Who knows? We're not 17 anymore, people. It's a bit of a pity. It's a bit of drawback in God's plan. But nonetheless, I'm sure we'll take it up in the second round. William, you never heard me tell that story before?
Nope.
I was going to think about what I was doing, but now that I'm finishing up my autobiography, which is a book of inspiration, a book of mirth and humor, a book of mourning, a book of people and the instances of my life, I want people to know I didn't give up. I wouldn't let Daniel Fisher give up. You get the picture?
Right.
I wouldn't let William Buck give up. All of us have bad days. That's built into the human condition. But all of us have the resilience to overcome them. And so I want Mark Sprague to know when you were here on the day, I coughed up and told something that was very important, very intimate, and I know that people have wondered about that. Well, I'm telling you, I'm getting better every day, and yes, I can still walk. I don't walk, so you'll never be able to put me next to Ashton Kutcher on a model runway. I'm not wearing the Speedos down there. But aside from that, everything's up in game. Anybody want to say anything? Anybody want to have a moment now? You list the fact that you overcame an obstacle. It's the human way to have obstacles. It's the human way to overcome them.
Yeah.
Now,
because, like as Dr. Lant was saying, that's what they told me. They said, look, if you don't have this back surgery, you will be in a wheelchair. Do you see a wheelchair now? I'm trying to tell you, you can overcome all these obstacles, but you one got to make up in your mind that you can do it.
Part of the deal when I need to tell you this part of this, the code of the story. Part of the deal when I was diagnosed was because I was sort of face this terrible thing that was hanging over me, that I see a psychiatrist. And I didn't feel I needed to see a psychiatrist. And they said it's free. What? But if it's free, that's a different matter. So on the couch with a beautiful woman leaning over me saying, "Tell me your fantasy," that did good to me. So when they said it was free, I said, "Count me in." I gave this psychiatrist who was from Spain, an extraordinarily bright woman. Extraordinarily bright. We hit it off like that, instantly. I handed her chapter 6 of my book for her opinion. And she said a couple of things which was worth to understand and well worth trying to put them into your own gestalt. First of all, she said, "You don't seem to be bound by what you were told." I said, "I am angry. I'm not burdened." She said that you approach life on 2 distinct tracks. Track number 1 is the actual thing that's happening. A doctor says you will never walk again.
Right.
Okay, that's a fact. And then she said, and then you turn it into a story. She said, "I've never seen a person before who takes pain in life, which we all have our own unique versions of,
Right.
and writes a story about it to make sense of it for himself and the world." And she then told me an interesting story about chapter 6. She said, "You know, Dr. Lant, I don't like any of the things you write about. I'm not interested in art. I don't care about politics. History bores me witless." But she says, your article, your chapter 6, is like glue. I put it down, and she said, "I was going to read 2 paragraphs as a courtesy to you, so that you get off my back." And I'm listening to this, and I'm cracking up because she's so bright. She knew exactly what she was doing. She said, "First of all, you're moving 2 tracks." And that's true. And the other thing, she said, "you don't let it get you down." She said, "You turn it into something positive." And that is true. So she said when she read chapter 6, and she was interested in nothing. She's a little bit alarming. Most compliments don't start out that way. And she said, "You know, the bottom line is this. I was forced to read it all because your words and your messages and your stories wouldn't leave me alone." You got to get this picture of my chapters as stalker. She put down on my desk and say, "I'm not reading you now, I'm busy." She said, "I'd creep over there and I'd read it." If that isn't a compliment, I don't know what is. Friends, if there's anyone in this audience, I'll tell you one more story. I have a very fine computer consultant for these times when we kick out the cord and we don't know that and all that's the rabbit. George we keep from the high level Justin is in Westboro, Massachusetts. Anyway, he brought his 7-year-old son over to visit me recently. His son is a would-be baseball player, a little leaguer, and he was very depressed because he'd been dyslexic, and the kids were teasing him, and he was afraid he'd never play baseball again. Does this begin to sound familiar? He's 7 years old. Decisions are made at 7, which affect the whole life. I said to him, brought his someone. I said, "No, I brought him into the room that is on the camera, the blue room." I said, "What do you see?" He looks around and said, "I see a lot of stuff. You have a lot of things." "Yes, sir, that's true. How do you think I got them?" I said, "I made people. I worked with people. I didn't let people get me down." I say, "You have a friend who's a dyslexic, namely me. You have his phone number. You can call me anytime." But I said, "Listen, this thing of the matter is, don't listen to them. When you're dyslexic, you get all these goodies. You get as many as you want and even more." And that boy went out, it was Chippewa, Delton, and I said to his father, "You don't ever let those other boys put him down. Never. And never put yourself down either. There's no future in that." Well, Mr. Mark Sprague, what do you think of our company now? What do you think of our message now? What do you think about your decision to join us now? Good decision. Well, you can add to the compliments. We're not averse to having some lavish compliments. Mr. Buck has a whole drawer full of them. He pinches them off of other people, see them for special events. I hope everyone is getting the message. Nothing is going to stand in the way of our performing our task, because no task is better than setting out to put money in people's pockets and save them from plagues, civil wars, and economic meltdowns, and military incursions, and all the things that are going on all over the world. Everybody says they want to do something about it. We do something about it. We do it every day. Every single day. And we don't take any guff. And it pains me no end to have baby boomers my age come in here. These were the brightest children in their class. These were the people who won the track meets. These were the people who were prom queen and king. And they come in there now, they're 70 years old, and they're beaten. They're beaten, Mr. Buck. They're beaten. And my job is to get them up and moving. And I'll do anything to make that happen. And I do. And if you think Jeffrey Lant is arrogant, well, wait, see nothing yet. We're organizing the whole bloody world. That's a big job for people who have the chutzpah to make it happen. William does. He's going to take his titanium rack to Iceland. He's going to take it to Shetland Islands. He's going to take it to Hong Kong. He's never going to leave Louis the way he likes it. Money from there, Louisville right here. What do you think about that? I bet you never conceived of that before you came to Worldprofit.
And that's what we're trying to let y'all know is this is a great window of opportunity. A window that you just don't realize what you have even tapped into. It's like the early gold rush. We have got a vein that is live and well, and it's going to continue to pour out money to you. But the only way it's going to pour out money to you is you got to learn how to work it. How are you going to work it? You must get into Dr. Lant's head, George Kosh's head, Sandy Hunter's head, Linda Elsie's head, and they will work you over like you have never been worked over before, but you will come out with more knowledge and more ways to make money to where, look, it feels knowing that this is going to be Valentine's week. This is going to be a time when the women going to want something and the people going to want a little something. But you know what?
Don't go into that.
The day after Valentine's is called payday. It's payday. And when payday comes, I know they're going to be happy.
I'm waiting for more. I'm very disappointed that I haven't heard from any commentaries from Jesus and Ma and Jorge and ATT and Paul McZeal. You know, people, we're talking to you. When I take some of my limited energy and I pour it into you, I want a return on investment. I want you to get up, do more, be more helpful to others, achieve more. Can you do it? We will never save this planet by selfishness. Ever. It's impossible. The only way we're going to save it is by consortium, working together. And I cite a phrase that William Buck knows so well. Come, let us reason together. His father told me so many years ago. He said, if you will sit down with a person you disagree with, but you share a common goal, soon you will not be disagreeing with each other. Soon you'll be completing strength and consortium. And so we will. Now, I want to see some comments from the peanut gallery. I want you to tell me what you're doing, how you're doing it. Are you listening to George, or are you coming up with excuse after excuse? I want to see the love, sometimes even if it's forced. What is my favorite read? My favorite read is The Human Face. Soul, brain, and spirit. That's what I read. And I read them very well, would you say? I'm waiting. I don't see any comments from Emil. I don't see any from Brian Armstrong. I don't see any comments from Linda Elsie. Nobody is immune. I don't care how high you are or how low you are. If I do not consider it myself above it, and I don't, then you can't either. I won't allow you to be hoity-toity around me. Oh, that's a good Illinois word, Mr. Buck. Such a good word. What do you tell these folks? Because we're coming into the love season. I want to see a lot of you using the articles that I wrote. Some of those articles are just plain brilliant. And I don't need any fantasy anymore. I'm about to be 70 years old. I can call a spade a spade. And that's all we need. Patrice says, since I've joined, I'm amazed at the change and where they have taken me in my online adventures. yes, Patrice embraced the changes, the possibilities, options of good, joy, with happiness, and with effectiveness. And of course, then she stepped up to take care of me in the Anything Goes program, which happens every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And we wouldn't have it without Patrice. For one thing, I doubt whether I would stay awake as long as she mentioned. Yes, Patrice, I've had right now. Anybody else want to add something? Jorge, we're waiting for you. Jesus, we're waiting for you.
And we just want to remind y'all
John Cobalt,
that instead of just doing the ebooks, we got video marketing. Videos, yes. The hottest thing with Patrice and with what George Kosh has set up for us. You can put these out and do for advertising. And what I'm trying to say is when people are sitting there, it's something just to turn on, hit that little button and just listen. Don't have to read or nothing. Then all of a sudden they say, well, what's this all about? You'd be surprised how many people you can get using that video marketing that we have up today.
Speaking of which, Master came to visit me last week, as some of you know, and she brought 8 audio cassettes recorded in Los Angeles in the fall of 1982. I thought we were long gone, and I was so pleased. I got a call from the recording studio that's making one, and they say that the quality is absolutely perfect. So George said to me the other day, how do you feel about taking those recordings when you were on the radio stations and sending them on a DVD, posting them on that? I'm in favor. George understands the importance of these. This is the same kind of stuff that I was going through in 1982. Go through movement. Those of you who feel shy about promoting, get over it. You want money for the shyness. When you're really, really rich, then you can be really, really shy. So that's okay. But when you want to be really rich, you can't afford to be really rich. You want to speak to that because you get the impression initially of being rather timid. But that is a false impression that it was your work.
And that's what we're trying to let y'all know is, you know, when you see the enormous things that you have here at Worldprofit, you say, oh, no, I can't do that, man. That's crazy. And that's what Dr. Lant said. Hey, hold up. Look, I gave you 40-some days to come up and be with somebody, and all you did was just sit there and moan and complain. So how do I think that you want to be a monitor now when you come to me? You didn't show nothing then, so how I know you're going to show anything now? I had to say quote and show him, hey, look, I'm not only going to do it one day, but I'll do it every day that I can and then some. And sometimes we're up here 4 or 5 hours. Don't think about those hours, but I'm up here. I'm not up here just to monitor for you, but I'm up here learning from the business. And that's what we're talking about. No. The only way you're going to learn this business is you got to spend time in it.
I received a phone call the other day from someone in our organization who said, is it a requirement for monitors to read? I said, certainly not. Absolutely not. If they wish to remain stupid, it's their God-given right, and I'm not going to stand in the way of their stupidity. So for those of you who don't like to, and let's make a big song and dance about you doing good, stay ignorant, eat dirt. William, what do I want to say about that? People are astonishing me. They don't want to do it. The same thing is true of being a monitor. It's not a requirement of Worldprofit. The people who are monitors are the leaders. They are the people who understand the universal imperial component of what we do. They are benefiting from it, and they will continue to benefit from it. They want to learn. They want to succeed. They want to organize. They want to be better. They want to help people. By God, those are the people that I'm looking for. William?
And that's what we're trying to let you know is, look, this is an open book here. George, I always say, what do you want to know? Dr. Lant, Sandy, I always want to know, how can I help you even further? That's what we're trying to let you know is, as a monitor, and I'm trying to tell you, you can feed off of a monitor, always opening up your understanding on things that you think that you might know, but you don't know. And that's what I love about it is, when we have a question, we don't mind helping one another. This is the only place you'll find out that is a real family-oriented business where we do help one another. We're not stabbing each other in the back. We're not taking advantage. But we will tell you that if we don't know it, we will let you know. I don't know, but we can find out together.
No one in this company, this marvelous consortium, knows everything. I did neither words. We know a lot. We know more than most, but we know everything, and it's dependent on us to keep learning, and we intend to do. The problem with even some of our own members, they want to stop learning, they want to get to a magic point that doesn't exist, where they don't have to learn another thing. They don't have to help another person. They don't have to lift their head off the pillow. Get over it. That date is called death. And you're going to embrace it soon enough. We all do. The clear fact of the matter is I want to see more outreach. I want to see you using more of the globe to send you procedures out, to promote. You're not doing that. So, Mr. William, what will be your last advice and to our many guests here, and some of the members, some of the guests, and people like Mark Sprague? What is your advice to these people on this marvelous day?
And my advice to you is learn how to keep the light on. In other words, this is not just a fly-by-night. This is your business. And your business means, look, I need to spend more time learning how to promote my business in order to get money out of their pockets. If you really want to get that money out of their pockets, learn what Dr. Lant knows. Learn what Sandy Hunter knows. Learn what Brian Armstrong, George Carson, Linda Elsie, Jeremiah, John Corval. All these people can teach you something that you're not doing. And if you're not doing it, you're not making the money you want to make.
We are in the midst of something that's so titanic and hardly imaginable. We are in the position of the great explorers of the 17th century, the Christopher Columbus, and all the great Portuguese and Spanish, Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand. And we have with us today the spirit of these people. If you have complained today, not made the world better today, then shame on you. Reverse that immediately. No one is entitled to complain around me who is not that day the world a better place. I went with a friend to the grocery store. By the way, that's about as adventurous as my life gets anymore. I went to go to the grocery store. Wow. And he was complaining about the floors with this and the Rice Krispies with that. And I said, shut up. Choose one and make a difference. Go to the manager and complain. Show him what you say. Well, I couldn't do that. Well, then shut up. You have not gained the right to complain because you have not shown that you can explain to the powers that be to make it better. And that's it. All of you people out there who complain, and you do, I pay no attention, whatever, to your recommendations, your guidelines, your complaints, your endless vetching, and therefore your attention. That's too bad. William, we got several minutes left. I'm going to bring Miss Patrice Porter up.
Okay, so I'm going to step down.
And then you'll come out after Patrice again for final words.
Yes, sir.
Patrice, this is William Buck. He's always good value. Patrice, come up and let's throw us a couple of pies, shall we? And Mr. Mark Sprague, you ready to get going now? Going to do well with us, even better than well. Remember that this program was dedicated to you today, the first day of the rest of your life.
And a wonderful program it was, Dr. Lant.
What do you think?
Very inspiring and moving, and my lesson from the day from beforehand too is that with our little bet we had there, but how that we are marketing and opening this opportunity to folks all over the world, and we can promote all times during the day, and the opportunity is endless, and the more people we can get it in front of and give them that opportunity too is, I'm sort of distracted by marketing.
Certified e-business consultant. That's what you want to get to as quickly as possible.
And I've put some information up there about that. And if people, and thank you for sharing that part of your life there, the challenges that you're overcoming. And here with the support at Worldprofit too, we're able to overcome these challenges. That I have the challenge of being in an isolated
Can I tell you something
community.
else apropos of that story?
Yes.
the day this diagnosis was made was the first day the live business center was open. In the morning, I was diagnosed with this terrible thing hanging over my head, and in the afternoon, the live business center came on for the first time. And you don't think that wasn't like God speaking. The two most important aspects of my life, my health and world profit.
Yes.
Making, demanding my full attention on that day of all days.
Yeah.
So that shows me that this was destined.
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound weird when you think of it that way?
Yes.
The very day.
Yeah, yeah, and that it's carried forward here that we've got the support here so that we can raise above our challenges. And as I said, it was mine with isolated areas and the no-sayers, like not getting the support elsewhere. We've got it here, and it's wonderful to be able to work with the team. And thank you again for sharing that and sharing your nudges and helping and helping us to overcome our challenges. And if people want to watch the replay of this program, it's going to be on the YouTube channel Patrice Porter, and also up on our World Profit Tube at www.worldprofittube.com. And you can check out my Home Business Central at 20waystoprofit.com. And also, I've used the tools and resources here from World Profit to help people create abundance by gardening. And that's at www.gardeningforfoodsecurity.com. And with that, I'll say my adieus to the next Anything Goes at 1 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now.
We'll come back and run off the folks some more, and then I'll bring this up for today. I want to give a couple of announcements. First of all, we meet at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time every day in the space for another look at what we're doing on the internet. And our primary focus will always be helping people get money, but we do so many other things here. It would be wrong to consider us just a money machine, although we are that and will always be a very good money machine. But we are a life-changing, culture-changing, world-changing device, and it's so worth doing. Those of you who don't see it, don't get it. And those of you who are from all these countries that we put out, where it says it's Soviet bloc countries and the Asian countries and the Middle Eastern countries, don't sit there and try to do this yourself. You can't do it, but you can do it with us. And we do this every day so very well. We're all here to help you. For those of you that feel you know better than your CEO, you probably, as Abraham Lincoln said, when Governor Seward and said to him, "You better step down, Adrian, above your head." He said, "I'm what you've got." And that's by Abraham Lincoln, and he got the message and he gave it to me. I'm what you've got. And so, and that happiness. What are your thoughts?
And like I said, I'm at the home of what's called the Louisville Sluggers. Everybody know what a Louisville Slugger is. And what we're trying to do is, I want to put my business in everybody's hand like you taking that baseball bat and swinging it. What we want to say is, let's swing together and let us achieve together one common goal. And that is, at least bring one a day as a dealer, as an associate. Get those people in here. Let's like I said, let's go forward and let's stop going backwards.
So right, again, I want to thank Patrice Porter. I'm kind of the daddy. Don't call me a guru. And don't call me daddy unless you're Mary Martin. But the bottom line is this. I watched Patrice Porter bloom from a person who was uncertain about her future to a person who now sees the world as her oyster. I've watched William Buck rise above some terrible physical pain. I've shared, young Martini did not do, but we share a medal together. And I've watched him, his effervescence with so many people. Everyone in this company knows how great he is. Everyone lauds him. They don't have to. It's just the God's on it. It's truth. So today we've had a new friend, a new member, Mark Sprague. Mark, I feel you want to say the last word. Do you have any last words for us? Mark Sprague, we're uncertain. We caught you up in the excitement and the importance of what we're doing. Not ours for life. Jesuits say, give a boy to us of 6 or 7, and he is ours for life. I feel the same way. let's see if Mark's break has any final thoughts. We're going to go down and continue. And again, those of you who are so foreign climes, for all the terrible things that are going on right now, come to us now. There's still are options to be contemplated, strategies to be attempted on. And we have a little comment coming up for Mark, do we? There he is. If something isn't working, do something. That's my whole credo in a nutshell. Thank you, everybody. I'll be around this afternoon. I'm looking at Chapter 12. Chapter 12 is the last chapter, and it's going to be the whiz-bang chapter of all time. And all of you will help me with it. And I'd like to remind you, February 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have one of our glorious Worldprofit events. It will be my 68th birthday. And I don't feel a day over 16.